Welcome back to the Scottish Cowboys Darts channel. Today we're going to be doing a Winmau dart, and it's the Mervyn King Special Edition darts. These ones are 24 grams, they're also signed. I got them from Darts GB. They came with a signed player card. So let's get them on the table, get a close look at them, get them measured, get them weighed, have a throw at the board, do the Scholar challenge, wrap up and do the review, give them their ratings. So let's crack on. First of all, looking at the Mervyn King box, you can see Mervyn has signed it himself. Now, I don't know what way the signature's meant to go. It might be that way, because I've never seen his signature before. He signed these in a Darts GB shop because he works alongside Darts GB. He's got an exclusivity with them or something like that. I don't really know. On the front it tells you that it's a 24 grams. You can see a little bit of damage in the box. That was like that when I got it. Telling you on it, they're 90% tungsten. You've got the clear window with the barrels in them. A little window where you can see the stems. You've got Mervyn on the front himself, looking very serious. On the side, you get all the information you need for people that want to keep these on a shelf. On the other side, you get the exact same. Gives you everything you need to know so when you stack them. So on the back, you've got a picture of Mervyn throwing. You've got a bit of information. Mervyn the King is a worldwide multiple tournament winner and is one of the most consistent darts players on the professional circuit today. Mervyn demands total precision in his darts to ensure consistency in his throw. Now, Mervyn's been going about since I was a kid. Ever since I've watched darts, I think I can remember Mervyn King. And when I started watching darts, it was Jockey Wilson and Eric Bristow and Cliff Lazarenko. But I can always remember Mervyn King. But I've never tried any of these darts. So when these come up, I says, well, I'll buy them and I'll give them a review. Telling you in the back, 90% tungsten, precision engineered, control balance grip, and match weighed to 0.05 of a gram. So let's open the box. Be careful not to tear the wee flap. A lot of people open the boxes from the bottom so they don't rip the box. But these have already been opened. These have been opened in the shop for the signing and everything. So there you go. As with Winmau, it's always nice foam packaging. Little Winmau embossed. I do like the Winmau packaging. It gives you great confidence in the dart that it's not going to get damaged in transit. It's really nice. Sturdy foam. So you've got the 3 barrels with a point protector. You've got the 3 Prism extra thick standard flights. We'll be putting them away because we won't be using these in a review. We won't be using the stems or the flights in the review because these are going to be getting donated to a charity prize. So I'm only reviewing them, then they're getting sent away to a charity raffle. That's the 3 short vector stems, and when they say short, they definitely mean short. But what I'll do is, when I'm setting up to throw these, I will put short stems in them, but they just won't be the ones that's supplied with them. I'll put different short stems in them, just not to damage them, so the person that wins this is getting as pristine condition darts as you can possibly get. So we'll take one of the barrels out and we'll have a little look at it. So there you go. Now, I've never used a scallop grip dart before. I'm a front gripper and my fingers fit great in there. If you're a mid gripper, your fingers will fit in there and if you're a rear gripper, as long as you're not gripping right at the very rear. But that's a good dart. I'm surprised. I'm actually speechless, to be honest, because I didn't think I would shoot this, but straight away I like the feel of that dart in my hand. So let's take a little close-up look at the dart. So you've got a standard steel tip in it, which is probably going to be about 26mm. It's just the standard supplied size. There you go, 26.3, so it's a standard 26 steel tip point, and that leads up to a ball nose. Now you see it coming up. It's just, there's not much land there, which is good for deflections. Coming in to just one little groove that's got red ink in it, red paint, up to a bit of silver, and then you're going into the first scallop, which has got some amount of machining in it. You've got milled cuts going laterally, and you've got a very fine groove in between the milled cuts, and you've got a radial groove in between them. So you're going a radial groove at the start, you're going to the two milled rings with lateral cuts in them with a micro thin groove in it, and this continues up to the next section of the scallop where you've got the biggest diameter of the barrel, obviously, with one micro groove that's painted red. Then you come back up to the next milled grooved section with the same radius grooves and the milled cuts. The difference between that one and this one is this has been remachined to take the black PVD coating off it, and then you go to the rear section, which is just the front, same as the front section, and then it tapers up to a smooth bit of the barrel at the back with the Winmau logo. I know a lot of people have been are into stripping their darts now and getting natural tungsten look, but I would urge you, before you do that, before you dip it in your nail polish remover or your sonic cleaner, please check that you're not going to null and void your warranty on the barrels, because I think if you dip this in any solution whatsoever, your warranty is gone. But you need to check up with Winmau or Target or Unicorn, whoever's darts you're doing it with. If you're buying a set of darts and you don't like the colour of them, don't buy them. Or if you do like the actual shape of the dart and you want to strip them and get them back to natural, you won't have a warranty. It's up to you. It's just what you want to do. So I'm going to take some measurements of this dart. Oh, like a nice thread. I'm going to take some measurements of the dart because the diameters are going to be different all the way up the barrel. And then we'll get the scales over, check the weight on each dart, and then we'll get it over to the board. So firstly, at the front of the dart, it's going to be one of the biggest sections. You've got 7mm. So on every raised point, we're looking at just over 7.13. So they're the biggest sections. The two rings in the middle are 7.15. The front of the dart is 7mm. The middle, at its lowest point, is just under 5.5mm, and that's inside the groove. But if you take it outside the groove, you're up about 6.2. So you've got quite a bit of machining in there for your fingers to get into. The length of the barrel is 50.8, so it'll be 51mm that'll come under. As I said, we've measured the point, but I'm going to say this once again. I did not think I would like these darts, and I like the way my fingers are sitting in that scallop. If you've watched my previous reviews, you'll see I've done a Nathan Aspinall one, and I absolutely love the look of the Nathan Aspinall darts, but they just did not suit me. I just had no grip on the front of the darts because of the way they were machined. But these darts, I wasn't looking forward to trying because I didn't think they'd suit me with the scallop. As soon as I put them in my hand there, I thought I really liked them. So we'll get these scales on. And we're going to go first dart. It's 23.96. Oh, this isn't working. 24.01 and 23.95. So they're all within 0.05 of 24 grams. So that's perfect. So we'll take a stem and a flight and try and get it to sit on the scales. Or maybe just drop one. There you go, the full setup is 25.66. So what we're going to do now, guys, is we're going to get them over the board, do the 9 darts at the 20, the 19, the bull, do the skull of the challenge, and then we'll wrap it up. So we've got the Mervyn King darts in hand, ready to throw at the board. They feel really comfortable, but they're unusual. So this is going to take me a long time to get used to these darts, but I like the feel of them. But I don't think I'm going to get the best results with them. It might take me a week and a half, 2 weeks. But as I said before, I will go out and buy another set of these darts because I like the way I can push from the front with the scallop. So I'm going to put some music on, watch the rest of this, put the score of the challenge on at the end of this video, and then do a little recap and ratings at the end. So let's wrap up the Mervyn King Special Edition darts. As you could see in the throwing section, I was struggling with them coming out my hand, as when they were coming out my hand, because of the short stem, the flight was catching on the back of my hand, because I throw like that. If you can see, I throw like that and it was catching the back of my hand. If I'd put a medium or a long stem in that, I would have got much better results. I'm very confident in that. But as we're doing the ratings, we try and rate it on the actual setup, not your actual setup. It's a setup supplied, because people, when you buy the darts, that's what it comes with. So grip rating straight away, I'm going to give it, on the front of the barrel here, it's a 3.5. On the middle section of the scallop, it's a 3.5. But on the rear section, right, if you're holding it in that rear section of the scallop, it's 3.5. But if you're gripping right at the very back, you're getting the smooth part, I'm going to give it a 2.5, because some rear grippers will be right at the very back. So I'm going to give that a 2.5 because of the smooth bit of the barrel. But everywhere else, it's a 3.5. It's a really good grip. It's a really good feel in your hand. Value for money. Now these are £53.95, and they come with a standard steel tip. For me, I think we should begin away from standard steel tips, because nobody really uses them anymore. They either use one that's got some sort of micro groove in it, it's got cuts in it, or a coating, whether it's black or gold. So there'll be a couple of points off it for value for money, because I'd like darts to start coming now with black stems, because a black stem in that would look phenomenal. It would just set it off so well. The silver tip, the silver point, sorry, it just seems to look out of place. If it was black, it would look much better. Just my opinion. So value for money, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10, which is still a great rating, and it is a really good dart. So on the overall scale, as in based on my RVBs being 10 out of 10, the echoes, this is a really good 7. That's a 7 out of 10. This will probably go up to about an 8 once I start using them. Well, I'm not going to use these ones because these are getting given away in a charity raffle. Once I purchase a set of these, because I will get another set of these because I like the way they feel in my hand, I would put medium to long stem. I would mess about with it, medium to long, number 2 flights, and change of points, and that will probably go up to an 8, 8.5 if I'm throwing with it. But this is it, we're only rating it on the supplied setup, so it's a 7. It's a solid 7. It's right up there. It's no below 5. It's up in the middle of the top range. So guys, if you have been thinking about getting these darts, I would say go for it. The scallop is brilliant in your hand. As I said with the throwing section, it was catching in the back of my hand, so I would have hoped to have got a better result on the Scolia 2-1 challenge with them. But if I purchase another set of these, I will update this video. I'll put another video on with my own setup and see how I got on with them. So guys, if you like the Scolia and you like the little interface with the Scolia and how does it scoring, you will purchase this from St Helens Dart Shop. There'll be a link in the description on the YouTube video, and there'll be a little link at the end of the video. You won't be able to click on the link, but you can copy and paste it, write it down, do what you want, but go there. And if you use the code COWBOY, you will get free delivery in the UK for the Scolia. There'll be no delivery charge, it will be free for the Scolia. So let's just recap quickly. The Winmau Mervyn King Special Edition darts, I like them. I think if you were thinking about going and get them, just go and get them. They're worth a punt at £53.95. These can be purchased from either Darts GB or Red Dragon's website. So guys, if you like the video, please hit the wee like button, hit the subscription button, hit the notification button. You'll find out all the rest of my videos that's coming out. And thank you again for watching. Most importantly, keep enjoying your darts, and I'll catch you in the next review.